Good morning, everyone. I was born in 1938 in a small town in Pennsylvania to a loving Christian family. We attended the Methodist Church there. The regular church service would begin each Sunday at 11 a.m., but prior to that, my dad would attend the men's Bible study class. My mom would go to the ladies' Bible class. They were separated in those days, not the parents, but the classes. Sorry. And my brother and I would attend the Sunday school together when I was old enough to go with him. The children's class began in the sanctuary overflow room with short Bible lessons suitable for elementary through junior high school age kids. We called it junior high school back in those days. I think it's middle school now or something like that. The group class taught by Mr. Altman lasted about 15 minutes, and then we were dismissed to go to our age group's individual classes for about another 20 minutes. The benediction at the large group closing is from Psalm 19, verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. We recited it every Sunday. Attending church was an important element in our lives during the 1940s. Nearly everyone in town attended one of the 6 church denominations and prayed that World War II would soon be over and loved ones returned home safely. I remember going to my aunt's house to have dinner before her sons left for the military. I remember my cousins returning from the war, but never really talking about it. I remember the celebrations and the parades in our little town after the war was over. Some returned with wounds and would never be the same. Others never made it home. During my high school years, my Sunday school teacher was Mr. Chilcott. He was a World War II veteran that taught high school math and was the basketball coach there. He was a devout Christian that had a great influence on me because he lived a life in a way that was a good example for me to follow. We had Sunday school homework to do weekly. This is not to start that, but wanted to let you know that. And he was very disappointed if I wasn't prepared. Lots of changes occurred after high school: Air Force, marriage, college, children, work, grandchildren, retirement, and great-grandchildren. Suzanne and I married in 1959 while I was stationed in North Dakota. We attended the Methodist Church there. Moving back to Pennsylvania after being discharged, we attended Methodist churches in my hometown and eventually where I went to college. Upon graduation, we moved to Ohio and attended the Methodist Church in Bexley. Eventually, we moved to Gahanna, and while living there, we attended Stony Brook United Methodist Church, but never became members there. Stony Brook was growing and created a satellite church called St. Andrew United Methodist Church, and we became charter members there. It was in 1975 that our family decided to move from Gahanna to a more rural area. We found a few places we liked, and either they were too expensive or the property sold before we could make a bid. I remember praying that if it was God's will for us to move, then we would find a church to attend there and become active members. The very next week, we found the place where we currently live. A short time after moving in, we were invited by John Prather, a man I knew from work, to attend this church. Being a part of this combination has been inspiring to me. From the very first Sunday, our family was welcomed into this church family. Then before long, I was invited to participate as a trustee, choir member, youth teacher, and administrative council chair. And that was an invitation, by the way. My religious faith continues to grow through Bible study sessions, adult Sunday school, and church services. A short time ago, I attended a 3-day Emmaus walk in Newark. We were encouraged to have a small group meeting with other attendees on a regular basis. As a result, I have a confidential meeting with Scott every Wednesday evening where we discuss items of interest to both of us. My faith in humanity grows as this church family continues to reach out to others by providing programs such as food distribution, free community meals, quilt ministry, letters to service members, help to families in need, visits to the elderly, help for the aging youth in foster care, and the youth of the building for Scouts and AA. And we continue on and on. Thank you.